Leadership lessons from Ephesians 4:10. Leadership lessons from Ephesians 4:10. You're already familiar with that scripture. We're going to delve into it a little deeper as we begin Morning Manna. Welcome to Morning Manna. Happy Wednesday morning. It's Hump Day. Got a word for you on this morning, and we're talking about leadership lessons this week. You know, we have finished a 21-day fast, but we have not yet finished the devotional guide. The devotional guide goes all the way to the end of the month, and this week is all about leadership. It's all about leadership. Monday, I talked about leadership lessons from the NFL playoffs. Yesterday, I talked about leadership lessons. Let me see what I shared with you on yesterday. I said leadership lessons from kingdom problems and how we deal with leadership lessons with that. This morning, we continue to talk about leadership lessons from Ephesians 4:10. That's where we're going to draw these lessons from this morning. How's everybody this morning? What a great morning it is. Thelma, how are you on this morning? Gloria, Stephanie, Verena, how are you all on this morning? Joyelle, Arlene, how are you? Arlene, I'm going to be at your church Tuesday night. I'm going to be at your church, Deeper Life, and I'm going to be talking about family. Going to be dealing with my book. So get the word out for me. And I can sign your book. Then Tuesday, I'll be at your church. You make sure you help me get the word out then. Well, this morning is about leadership lessons from Ephesians 4:10, the gift of leadership. I'm going to give you the text to talk and the takeaway, 5 minutes or less. Going to give you some manna that I want you to share. What do you want? What do you need to do this morning? You need to share the manna. Need to put your thoughts and the revelation you get in the chat area. If it's your first, second, or third time joining us, please let us know who you are, where you are, so we can shout you out. And then we all, within about 5 minutes or less, share the manna with everybody that we know. Text is this, Ephesians 4:10. It was he is God, who gave some to be apostles, some to be prophets, some to be evangelists, some to be pastor teachers. We often call this the fivefold ministry. Let's talk about the gift of leadership, and let's talk about these lessons that we get from there. There's three things I want to share with you with respect to this particular text that we often overlook. We already know, little context, that the fact that God gave us these individual or positions, I should say, means that they are gifts. Well, then, we should know this. We should know that everyone is a leader. I want you to notice the qualification that Paul writes to Timothy, to the church in Ephesus, in which he's a young pastor. He does not say, he simply says, some apostles, some are prophets, some are evangelists, some are pastor teachers. Now, if you grew up in church like I did, everybody wants to be one of those. Everybody wants to be one of those. Leadership, that's why he uses the qualifier, some. Leadership is not constrained or only seen within those positions. Those are positions of leadership. Second thing is this. Leadership is seen by what we do in serving. Everyone can serve. Everyone can serve. Jesus already gave us the top characteristic of a leader. He said, if you want to be the greatest, then be the servant. He said, if you want to be the greatest, I see you guys arguing, talking about who's the greatest, who's going to sit at my right, who's going to sit at my left. Peter, you don't even want to wash my feet. You don't even understand what's going on. The fact is, you all need to understand that leadership has to do with serving. Serving. I often tell people that I serve you with the words out of my life, out of my mouth, and the life that I give every day. That's serving, and everybody can serve. Therefore, you see the qualifier that he says some, which means that there are still others. The third thing is this. Everyone has influence. everyone has influence. Now, in Matthew 25:21, he says, well done, thy good and faithful what? Servant. He's talking to everybody. That means here in the third point I'm making, everyone has influence, because in Matthew 28:19, he says, go make disciples. In other words, use your influence and serve me. The definition of leadership is that you are able to employ influence to move someone to a greater cause or vision beyond themselves. So what's your takeaway this morning? Your takeaway is this. If you are a believer, you are called to be a leader. If you are a believer, you are called to be a leader. You just have to find the place in which you will lead. But you can serve everybody. You can serve everybody. That's our leadership lesson for today. I'll have more leadership lessons on tomorrow as we flow throughout the week, talking about the God that we have. The fast is over, but the prayer and the God time isn't. See you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna. Share the manna. Don't keep it to yourself. God bless you.